I'm Bill Petrie, and today I'm going to be taking you through the way you can tap with negative emotions to take some of the intensity, some of the juice out of negative emotions using tapping. So let's start with a situation that, say I'm feeling tense right now. So I'm feeling a little anxious, right? And I'd like to tap with that. I'd like to take a little bit of the juice out of that. Your first step always with any negative feeling, in fact with dealing with any emotions, is to go down into the body. So not only do you want to know about the thoughts, I'm feeling anxious because I'm making this video, say, but also you need to know what that means, what that feels like in your body. So let's say I feel a bit tense in my chest and I'm breathing shallowly, right? So that's what's happening in my body. What's going on? I'm feeling anxious about making this video. And we start the tapping. We start with the side of the hand. It used to be called the karate point, and it can be either hand. And we just start tapping there. Now we're going to do this bit 3 times. So what we do is we state what's there. I'm feeling anxious, and this tension in my chest, this breathing shallowly, and I deeply love and accept myself. Right? So for each of them, we're saying I deeply love and accept myself, or I deeply love and respect myself. Right? Second round, even though I feel this anxiety, this tension in my chest, this shallow breathing, I deeply love and respect myself. Third round, even though I feel this tension in my body, this feeling in my chest, this breathing shallowly, I deeply love and respect myself, right? So we've done 3 rounds on the karate point. Now we're just mentioning the feelings and the thoughts, and it's important to go right into the difficult stuff, right? So this feeling, we're tapping on the eyebrow point now, and we tap about 7 times or more. It doesn't really matter, but a minimum of, say, 7 times, right? And we're saying, this tension in my chest, the outside of the eye, this shallow breathing, under the eye, feeling anxious, that I'll mess up this video, on the chin, this feeling in my chest, this tightness in my chest, under the collarbone, this breathing shallowly, under the arm, breathing shallowly, tension in the chest, top of the head, all these feelings of anxiety. Good. Now you stop and you feel your way into your body and see what's going on, right? Now for me, there's no tension in my chest. There's some constriction in my throat, which is a physical thing. And so there's no more emotion to process. But you might find, for example, that sadness comes up, right? So then you would feel into the physical manifestation of sadness. There's sort of a tightness around the throat, feeling of tearfulness behind the eyes. And then you would start with that, right? So even though I feel sad, this constriction in my throat, this feeling behind my eyes, I deeply love and respect myself. Even though I feel sad, this feeling behind my eyes, this constriction in my throat, I deeply love and respect myself. Even though I feel sad, this constriction in my throat and this feeling behind my eyes, I deeply love and respect myself. And then you would go around all of the points as before. And then other feelings might come up, shame, irritation, whatever it might be, or there might still be sadness. So if there's sadness, then you would start again with, even though I feel a little sad, still, I deeply love and respect myself. And you would go around. The other feelings like irritation comes up. even though I feel irritated. I deeply love and respect myself. But remember to acknowledge the feelings, to feel the feelings fully in the body. That's a really important thing. So what we're trying to do is we're going into the deepest negative things here, right? So what if it was the video, for example, say I hadn't processed this kind of thing before, we might be going into shame, for example. So I might be frightened that I'm going to shame myself by messing up this video, right? So you would tap with that. Even though I'm frightened of making a mess, of being ashamed, feeling like a failure, I deeply love and respect myself. And you would process that. Feeling anxious I'll make a mess. Don't want to feel ashamed. Don't want to feel that I'm no good, that I'm a failure, etc., etc. And you would process it. So the kind of levels, there's the present anxiety or the present shame, and then there's the deep-seated shame or beliefs that go behind that. If you really want to get very sophisticated with this, you need to process past feelings, past traumas particularly, that led to those kinds of feelings, shame, anxiety, etc. But that's for another day. But you'll find that with tapping, it's a very, very helpful method dealing with negative feelings. Always when you're dealing with negative feelings, you want to get to the feelings in the body and you want to process those, right? The feelings in the head can be important too. I mean, the thoughts in the head, you know, I'm going to screw this up, I'm scared I'll screw this up, or whatever it might be. But don't always go to the feelings in the body and deal with those. Otherwise the thing won't process properly. So I hope that helps. See you in the next video.